This video contains a captivating message from your divine messengers with respect to a huge person in your life. This individual has been examining your actual appearance, and how you presently radiate a more prominent feeling of joy. The heavenly messengers feature the captivating idea of how people around us frequently act as mirrors, reflecting parts of ourselves that we may not necessarily in all cases see. Whether you have by and by saw the change inside you or are simply starting to become mindful of it, the perceptions from this notable individual go about as a delicate bump from the universe, demonstrating that you are on the correct way. It should feel magnificent to realize that somebody sees you as well as commend your profound development. While the expression, genuine magnificence exists turns out as expected, one's external appearance can in some cases uncover an extraordinary arrangement about their close-to-home state. This specific individual has seen a positive change in your appearance, persuading them to think that you are more joyful than at any other time. Have you at any point paused for a minute to consider the enchanted interchange between your internal state and your outside show? It goes past a gleaming coloring or a brilliant grin. We are alluding to an imperceptible yet unmistakable atmosphere of euphoria, alertness, and energy that everyone around you can't resist the urge to take note. Isn't it interesting? Might you at any point distinguish the progressions in your day-to-day existence that have started this unmistakable change in your energy? I repeat, they have started talking about your looks in light of the fact that your appearance shows that you are a lot more joyful at this point. In all honesty, you were never ailing in magnificence according to this individual's point of view. In their eyes, you were at that point an enrapturing presence, somebody with an unquestionable appeal. It is really brilliant to be respected for who you are at your center. Do you understand the force of that? Being enthralling isn't exclusively about actual appearance. Actual legend, it's about the attractive energy you ooze, the benevolence in your eyes, and the insight in the most natural-sounding way for you. You, dear watcher, are in every case something other than a beautiful face. What do you accept are your most enthralling characteristics? Isn't it amazing the way that your magnificence sparkles much more brilliant when you're content with yourself? Their perception about your looks doesn't really have anything to do with that, but instead how these characteristics appear to be enhanced. Presently, it's momentous the way in which your ongoing change has apparently enhanced your natural excellence significantly further. Have you thought about how your intrinsic excellence, the characteristics that make you remarkably you, has become more unmistakable at this point? Maybe it's the manner in which your eyes shimmer a touch more nowadays. Or on the other hand, perhaps the veritable grin every now and again graces your face. What has been your mystery? Have you been rehearsing confidence, or has some other positive improvement unfurled in your life? The fact of the matter is, your change has allowed to your natural characteristics to blossom in their full magnificence. The change is unpretentious yet critical, oozing a specific brilliance and energy in your appearance that has ignited this individual's advantage. That is the justification for why they've begun discussing your looks. Isn't it elevating to realize that your own process has come past your own life? Your change isn't just raising your soul, yet additionally lighting interest and motivation in somebody who matters to you. Has it at any point seemed obvious to you that by embracing your actual self, you give others the mental fortitude to do likewise? Imagine a scenario in which your satisfaction isn't simply your own yet an aggregate feeling that you're spreading like waves in a lake. They see you as somebody who is genuinely embracing and epitomizing a more valid form of yourself. Being satisfied with oneself is a real demonstration of the impact of feelings and encounters on how people introduce themselves to the world. This acknowledgement is profoundly moving, couldn't you concur? By essentially being consistent with yourself and permitting your inward satisfaction to emanate obviously, you become an undeniable evidence of the extraordinary force of positive feelings. Might you at any point review a new second when you felt so happy that it appeared to exude from inside you? How did that cause you to feel? This isn't about vanity. It's tied in with grasping the significant profundity of your own human experience and what it means for you as well as people around you. This disclosure has been arousing thought for other people. Seeing the brilliance of one individual when they are truly blissful has roused them to focus more on their psychological prosperity and recognize its effect on their own appearance. This want comes from a comprehension that their general prosperity goes past shallow appearances. They have come to understand that genuine satisfaction isn't only a superficial articulation, however, an impression of a more profound and more significant concordance inside. It is practically similar to a type of shrewdness, this freshly discovered understanding that your extraordinary excursion has imparted in them. They have gotten a handle on the embodiment of joy as a back-to-front peculiarity. Is it safe to say that you are mindful that your own process has enlivened this degree of understanding in another person? How mind-boggling is it that your special goal of satisfaction could enlighten a well-known fact that others can likewise embrace? Presently, as they set out on their own excursion of personal growth, they remember your model as a wellspring of motivation and inspiration. You have helped them that the pursuit to remember satisfaction isn't only a theoretical objective yet a substantial and extraordinary experience. In any case, a continuous endeavor that can emphatically affect how people introduce themselves to the world unexpectedly. Your brightness has enlightened a way for someone else toward mindfulness and a more certified association with their own prosperity. Pause for a minute to think about the enormous force of your model. It isn't just about looking great, yet rather about carrying on with a satisfying life. By being a reference point of satisfaction and happiness, you have in a roundabout way directed this extraordinary person towards the meaning of credible taking care of oneself and confidence. Have you at any point envisioned that your self-awareness could have such a significant impact on another person's life? Your light, it shows up, sparkles considerably more splendid than you might have understood. This is the message your divine messengers wish to pass on to you. The heavenly messengers trust that as you forge ahead with your life's process, you will keep on emanating this freshly discovered joy and inward satisfaction, similarly as this extraordinary individual in your life tracked down motivation in your change. The heavenly messengers imagine your continuous splendor as a wellspring of motivation for other people who might be needing a similar update. Your life resembles a lovely embroidery woven with strings of involvement, feeling, and energy. The holy messengers see this embroidered artwork reaching out past you, contacting the existences of others. Isn't it grand the way that your process imbued with your recently discovered happiness could act as a directing star for those exploring their own life labyrinths? Maybe your bliss makes a pattern of positive energy that benefits you as well as the aggregate human soul. I might want to close with a request for you, Master. May your light perpetually sparkle upon them, directing their undertaking with the brilliance of their recently discovered bliss. As they embrace their inward delight, may it contact the existences of people around them, turning into a wellspring of motivation and inspiration.